The latest on Listeria outbreaks. So, Listeria is a gram-positive, facultatively anaerobic rod that was first recognized as pathogenic to humans in 1929, and it was discovered by British bacteriologist E.G.D. Murray in 1926. So, why does occur? So, Listeria is widespread in the environment, especially in soil and in water, and animals, especially cattle, can carry Listeria bacteria asymptomatically and then shed it through their feces, and we would never know they had it. Listeria is also able to survive refrigeration and freezing, and it's hard to control and can result in intermittent contamination of food. Researchers have actually discovered specific genes and pathways which contribute to the bacteria's ability to evade the immune system, invade host cells, and cause infection. So, the bacteria can contaminate a variety of foods. These include raw meats, ready to eat processed meat, so hot dogs and deli meat, raw vegetables, ready to eat smoked seafood and raw seafood, prepared or stored salads, so things like coleslaw or fresh fruit salad, melons, and unpasteurized milk and milk products. So think soft cheeses and things like that. So, infection of listeria can occur by handling contaminated food or touching contaminated surfaces and utensils, which then accidentally transfers the bacteria from your hands to your mouth. It's also just described as a food poisoning that you can get from eating food that are contaminated with listeria bacteria. And actually, healthy individuals rarely become ill from listeria infections. It's more so going to affect pregnant women, newborns, the elderly, and immunocompromised individuals. So after ingesting the bacteria grow quickly in the liver before moving into the bloodstream, and the bloodstream will move it throughout your body, specifically to your brain, your meninges, so that's the membrane surrounding your brain and your spinal cord, and your GI tract. So, kind of an interesting story that actually only came out yesterday, a day ago, but I'm sure we've all seen Oscar Mayer brand in the supermarket. So, actually, 368,000 pounds of Oscar Mayer turkey bacon were recalled in all 50 states because there was a possible listeria concern. So, this notice came after the company's lab testing indicated possible contamination. Currently, there's been no illnesses reported, but it's just advised that if you have any of the recalled products, that you either discard of it immediately or return it to where you bought it for a refund. And the infected products were described as distributed nationwide, including 12, 36, and 48-ounce packages with a use by date through 9/4/2025. So, prevention. So, just to start off with saying that symptoms of infection primarily depend on where in the body the infection occurs, but some symptoms can include fever, muscle aches, nausea, and diarrhea. However, in some severe cases seen in those vulnerable populations that I previously mentioned, complications like meningitis or bloodstream infections can actually occur. A listeria infection usually starts about 24 hours after eating the contaminated food and can last for about 1 to 3 days. So, a couple ways we can prevent this: washing hands and surfaces properly, so soap and water before handling food, and cleaning utensils and food preparation surfaces with hot soapy water. Cooking your food thoroughly, so meat, poultry, eggs, or using a food thermometer to ensure proper internal temperature. So, this is a bacteria that can grow in your refrigerator, so proper food storage is important, and it's recommended that you refrigerate at 40 degrees Fahrenheit or lower and freeze at 0 degrees Fahrenheit or lower to prevent perishables from spoiling. Also, just use caution with high risk foods, so pasteurized raw milk, soft cheeses, and deli meats, and safe food handling. So, if you're going to eat your veggies, make sure to wash the outsides of them thoroughly before cooking or eating. Same thing with the fruits. And that's all I have today. I hope you enjoyed and you learned something new.